How much did you need, sir? I hate when they put read receipts on stuff. Like, leave me alone. It's 2024. I got your email. Oh, leave me be. See, this is why I need to disable. Just put it there instead of there. Hey, good afternoon. I can see the chat now. I had to stop it and start it again. Good afternoon, how are you? I just need to, just finishing up some stuff from work. And then I'm gonna jump on and update my budget real quick before I go. And just figure out this part. Oh, that just means work from home. WFH. Work from home with me. I work a hybrid schedule, so I only go into the office 1 day a week. So the other 4 days, I'm just at home by myself. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna just go live. 1866. 51. Oh yeah, you too. Yeah, you be needing like some type of human interaction. So I'm just like, help me. Fight this boredom. Okay, I'll figure out their bonus later. Save the spreadsheet. Yeah, Christy, I'm back. I had to close it and then restart it real quick. But it's like the timer that's on it right now says that I never stopped it and restarted it. But I think there's 2 separate videos on my channel. But it's the same thing. I just had to restart it. They're ordering food tomorrow for the office from this Asian grill that I don't really like. I mean, when I only go into work once a week and they buy lunch because everyone comes into the office mostly, like I'm literally going for the free lunch. So when they have a lunch I don't like, I don't feel like going. Like I really contemplate like should I go or no because it's not like the food is going to be good. I don't know. It's like a healthy Asian grill where like sushi and wraps and spring rolls and it's not really my jam. Group message. Nice, that was the goal. Just put me in the background. Chat or talk whenever. It's not anything serious. I'm gonna update. I'm gonna update my budget here soon, so y'all get like a sneak peek. Yeah, it is good for the budget. Free food is lit for the budget, yes. But I don't like being wasteful too because there's been times where I'm just like I try to slide over to the garbage can and just like, put the plate face down and just like slide out of the conference room real sly. What? I hate when they send secure messages and it's like real vague, like HTML text, and they're like, see attached. No subject. Like, is this a virus? Is this malware or no? Oh, it's a contract. What's different? Oh. Oh, wait. Is that the signature I needed for the annual report? What was that lady's name? No, not that. Okay, yeah, that is. So my boss is like, do he be trying to set me up or what? I needed that signature page to send over to the lawyer, but it was missing one signature because one doctor was on vacation. And then they just sent it to us, but then he copied my boss. So then my boss was just like, oh, FYI, I saved these, so you don't need to do anything with it. Yes, I do, or they're gonna get fucking shut down. I'm like, the contract, yes, I needed the doctor's last signature. Dr. Blank, I needed that signature to send over to the lawyer since he was on vacation. A couple weeks. Get out my Kool-Aid. Sending now. There's so much drama at work, y'all. It's not even funny. Mm. Excuse me. Yeah, so much drama at work. I gotta be like on my shit. Like, what do you want with me? Cool out. You love my braids? Thank you. I actually just texted the girl who did them last time because I got these done before, like the Friday before Memorial Day. So it's been a while. I know yesterday my edge control had kind of wore off, and I was like, oh shit. So don't judge my braids or my edges from yesterday. Yes, they need to come out, but my edges were. Y'all know if y'all were here yesterday. Yesterday was a day and a half for me by this time. So if all I could do is slick down my edges, that's better than yesterday, and I'll take it. But thank you, Christy. I want them a little longer next time. They did fall a little bit with the curl, but I feel like she cut, like it was such a blunt cut, like everything was one layer. Like I want more layers, a little longer, maybe a little blonde in there. But I looked at my budget and I was like, okay, I gotta move this around, save for this, just to get my hair done. I needed a protective spot, a protective style, because I noticed my hair gets tangled, or like, yeah, tangled up if you just look at me too hard. That's always been my issue. My hair dries super fast after I wash it, or it's wet and it tangles up super quick. So I was just tired of fighting with it. Yeah, I need this one too. I was tired of fighting with it. And so I was like, you know what? And I was hearing all these horror stories on the internet about like how stylists are not professional nowadays and all, and like the trials and tribulations they got to go through just to get their hair, just to pay somebody to do your hair, like what people be going through. So I was very apprehensive because this is just like a random girl I found literally on Google, but she was so nice. Her house is dope as fuck. Like the setup is so nice. It was super clean. She was professional. She didn't talk too much. I brought my laptop. I was working. I made her watch um, the show on TLC, Seeking Sister Wife. She was into it, and she was done in 6 hours. I only needed one bathroom break. It was like outside set up in like a shed, but it was like insulated and like had a TV and paneling and all that, and a window, and then it was raining, so there was a breeze coming through the window with the rain. Like it was a vibe. So I'm like, I'll take it. It was a vibe. The only thing is, I've never had these types of braid before, like the goddess braids with, you know, like the pieces of that were once curly hair sticking out. So I know I gotta go through and cut those off before I start taking them down. It's just like, do I feel like doing it? Not so much. Okay, let me send this to this girl. What's her name? Jamie. Yeah, this doctor took a exactly 2 week vacation. Good for you. Hi, Jamie. I got the last signature needed. See attached. Thanks. Let's go to my downloads. Can y'all still hear the music that's playing in the background? Let me know. Hopefully my mic doesn't cut off today. I still don't know what was going on with that. Pop out. Yeah, because I tried to be slick and send this with only 4 out of the 5 signatures, but she was like, no. Ooh, I don't have that page. JK, I do. Sent. Okay. Don't bug me by. Don't bug me by. The 100 envelope challenge, it's it's not as aggressive as it was. I've still been pulling clips, but I just haven't been pulling as many. Like I started off doing, how many did I do? 3 a week for a while. But I just need I need to get back on it. At the end of June though. Yeah, at the end of it's July. Yeah, at the end of June, I didn't have any carryover, so I zeroed out my budget exactly in June. So I don't even know how much I did. I still have a ways to go. I think once school gets back into session, that I can be able to start like saving again. Saving more aggressively like I was doing like 3 clips. And also I've been pulling some really high numbers too. So I don't have like that, like if I pulled a 99, like so I know like at least when I pull like there's no chance of me pulling a 99, you know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, I can put in a little less. Where's my phone? Oh. Ugh, this doctor's calling me. Hold on. Hello, it's Ryan. Christ. Was that muted? I think it was. Okay, I'm back. He's a doctor that's like the highest paying one of our groups. And as soon as he sends me an email, that was actually a while for him. He sent it like an hour ago, but usually as soon as he sends it, he calls me. Like, I just sent you an email, and like basically reading the body, what he put in the body of the email to me, back to me. After I said I got the email. All right, now did they pay? Ooh, they haven't paid it yet. But yeah, Christy, you were saying same here. You happy to pull at least one number? Yeah. Yeah, it's been like that. It has been like that. Okay. Didn't I already send her the annual report? She just had to blow. It's blowing me, man. Okay, annual report. I think I sent this to you because you told me. Oh. Okay, it's this. Copy. I don't think that that's right. But hey, you're the lawyer. Not me. Am I permanently working from home? Yeah, it looks like it. Because we're moving to a new office building and it's a lot smaller for that reason, because we're working from home and not, we don't need the office space for 55 people anymore. We need it more for like 25 on a good Wednesday. So, yeah, I think it's permanent. Like, they try to threaten us or whatever, but I'm like, literally, our lease is up. What are you gonna do? You're not. It's like, stop telling us like, oh, if this happens, we might have to revisit the work from home policy. How, Sway? There's literally gonna be nowhere for us to sit. So, yeah, it's permanent as far as I can see. Because yeah, I've been doing my thing. Some people, they can't work from home very well, but I don't know. This is where I thrive. Are you permanent? Is your position permanently working from home? They better not try to send y'all back or anybody back. Did y'all see on the news where what was it, Dell? The Dell employees, they sent it to 1,200 people and they were like, you need to come back to the office. And then half of them, 600, were like, kiss my ass. No, I'm not coming back. And then so the company was like, okay, if you don't come back, then you'll no longer be eligible for promotions and raises and all that. And all 600 people were like, that's fine with me. Like, I'm not commuting to the office. I'm not having to, pack a lunch in my case, but they're not have it's like less food. Like you tend to eat less when you're at home, at least for me. Because when I'm at work, like when I'm in the office, like I got the munchies, I'm fidgety, I'm anxious, people are talking. Like I get overstimulated and I find myself like wanting to munch on stuff. So I'm just like, you're saving in gas, you're saving in clothes, you're saving in food, you're saving in sanity. Um, we're not getting a stipend for our cell phones. So if you want to be real granular about that, like you should be paying us for our phones if you're gonna have us work from home. But we haven't pushed that issue, so chill. Um, so yeah, they were like, "Oh no, we're not coming back to the office," and I don't think that Dell was counting on that. So now they're kind of like scrambling. How many? I think this is like two so far. Okay, I'm gonna jump into updating my budget here real quick so I can show you what I got. So we're gonna hop over to a new screen. Booyah. Okay, I think. Is this the biggest it can go? Is this the whole screen? I think so, right? Or is there like a little. No, it's not the whole screen. Okay, I just made it bigger. And then I'll make it bigger over here. So y'all can see. Okay, this is what we have going on so far for the month. I need to, let me see. So this is literally what I do. I try to do this every night, but if I don't do it every night, I do it at least 4 times a week. And I just go in and I update my bills. It's, excuse me, it's a lot of back and forth, kind of, but it keeps me honest. And I have missed bills. Like I missed a payment recently, and I'm like, oh, I need to be in my spreadsheet or like set a reminder. Okay, so my Verizon. I don't know why my Verizon is creeping back up. Okay, so 196.89. Oh, for Verizon this month. Okay. The only reason why I don't have a ComEd expense right here is because I use my credit card to pay, so I could use the points. So I was doing that before. You see here it says 00. It's because it was on the credit card. And then I was like, okay, this credit card is, I need to take a break from it. So then I had 2 months off of it. So I was using just cash. This is like the cash section slash my debit card. So I paid it with my debit card for 2 months, and now I'm going back to paying it with a credit card for 2 months. So I think I'm just going to flip flop like that. YouTube TV is a fixed expense, $72.99. School lunch is 0 for now. I'm pretty sure it's going to be 0 for this month. They start school on the 13th, which is a Tuesday, I believe. I don't like the Mac calendar up there, like on the desktop. But is that a Tuesday? Yeah, so it's a Tuesday. And I will have I have 2 more pay periods before then. I think lunch is $3.60. So, you know what? I'm going to plan for that right now. The way I do it is, Okay, school lunch. Lunch is $3.60, and I think breakfast is like $2.50 or something. But he rarely gets that. He eats breakfast at home, and the bus doesn't get there in time usually for him to go and sit down and eat, which is fine. So we got 360, and then I count the number of school days for that month. So from the 13th, we got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 days. So that's 50, 40. Let me see if they have a 300 calendar. Then I look at the school calendar and see if they have any days that are like where they don't have lunch or anything that would affect it. Let me see. 24 to 25 calendar in August. Okay, so August 28th is a late start, but they still get lunch. Okay, so yeah, it's 14 days from the 13th. So that'll be at least $50.40. So I'm going to round that up because they can also get extras at lunch. And even though I'd be like, do not get an extra lunch, like they have like chips, Rice Krispie treats, and things like that, he just can't seem to help himself being apparently a full-grown man. So I'm going to say that he'll do that in those 14 days. He'll do it probably at least 5 times. And it's not as much as a 360. So I'm going to just budget for 19 days. $68.40 for the month for lunch. So bam, I got it in there. He's definitely going to need a haircut this month. And then his allowance, I figure out at the end. Ooh, I got to pay the water bill. Do not let me forget to pay this water bill, y'all. I'm going to highlight that. I got this random Uber One subscription that I need to cancel. I don't know. So I had it for free, and then I guess I forgot to cancel it. But then I used it. So I'm like, oh, okay, this is pretty cool. But now I need to stop eating out. So that'll be fine. Okay. If you notice down here, my percent of income is 480%. So my expenses are 480% of my income because I don't have my income in here yet up here for my job, like my full-time job. We get paid the 15th and the 30th of the month. So since, oh yes it did. I was going to say, since that hasn't happened yet, but it literally has. Today is the 16th. Let me see. I'm just going to copy and paste this formula that I used last month. Because I have it broken down, like $1,000 goes into my checking account, and then the remaining net goes into my bill account. So I just I have to add those together. And then I add on my HSA, which is, I do $60 per paycheck. So I add that in, but then I flush it out on the savings goal side and put the 60 in. The savings withdrawals from last month. Oh, okay, I took out $220 from Atlas's the vet that I put in there for his annual rabies shot. Maybe I should just move this closer, down a little more. I wish I had the all black one. The all black mic. I think that would be cuter. So yeah, that was for that. And I don't think I'm going to have any other income this month, which is sad. I didn't carry over anything last month. As you can see, I zeroed out my budget pretty good. I had some left over here was from like income tax and stuff like that, but that's gone. I was able to pay a pretty good chunk on my credit card last month. So I made a total of $1,118 to debt, which is pretty good for me if I do say so myself. Um so yeah, I'm not in too bad of a spot right now. I'm $27 over, but that's just in cash expenses. Now with the credit expenses, it's a whole nother animal. And I need to tame this because I also added a line on my credit card like activity so that I can keep track of not only the interest, not only the charges and transactions, but the credit usage percentage. And it's not good. I wish it was better. I know it's ideal to have it below 30%. So I got a ways to go before I can do that. I mean, before I hit that goal on most of them. So my Amex is the one that I'm in like the best position on. This Capital One. So I'm only using 22% of my Amex. This Capital One though, I'm using 87%, like 87%. And as you can see, there are not many transactions. It's like a couple of business expenses on here that I should have paid, but I didn't plan on like stopping MGB content and like products and production and all that when I did. So I had every intention, like as I was paying this card off. But when I stopped completely, I kind of never really got back on track with it, and there was no like side hustle income coming in, so it just kind of just sat a little dormant. So I was having things like my Adobe subscription with like Photoshop, Creative Cloud, Premiere Pro, like stuff that I use was coming out of there. Then I got Zoom, Epidemic Sound. I cut off the Zoom subscription, but I was thinking about restarting it, but I don't know. Because I can also live stream from my computer to Zoom and then back to YouTube and then use that to go on multiple platforms. So I was like, maybe I'll go back to paying the $14 a month. I don't think so. I mean, I don't know yet. And then the Epidemic Sounds for music, that's $17.99. And then the rest is just interest. Like, I'm not using it like at all. Like, I literally don't even know where the physical card is. So it's just over here accumulating interest. I need to do something about that because 87% of credit usage for 3 or 4 transactions a month, and that's a $3 monthly fee. Like, it's too much. This Quicksilver is a whole nother animal, 85%. So it's just like, I need to do better. And I also felt like that was the reason why I wasn't coming back a lot, was because I'm like, I need help too. Like, I don't want to tell you guys to do something with your budget. Did I spell that right? Yeah. I don't want to tell you guys to do something with your budget that I haven't done yet. I'm trying to lead by example. So I was feeling real down on myself. Like, I haven't even done it. I don't want to show it. I don't want to come back type shit. But it's just like, my honesty and transparency is what got me this far on this channel with you guys, with my community. So I'm like, it is what it is. So when I went to the vet, it was actually $322.50. So I'm like, that's way more than it was last year. I don't know if they added on like an extra shot or what, but when I asked for like what did y'all do? It sounded the same as last year. So it's like the rabies shot, the tax for the county that I'm in, the general checkup fee, and things like that. I'm like, why is it so much? So even though I saved $220, it was $322. So I pulled out the $220 and I paid that. Where did I pay that? Oh, it's in his, no, it's in this line. So the $220 is in here with this $415. But I'm like, well, I didn't budget for this, so then I had to put the extra 102 on my card. So I'm like, you know what? You know what? You little turd. And then I was using it for gas here this month, and then I made a $95 payment, which I just went ahead and threw in there because I was doing something else, and I don't want to forget to make this payment and have a late fee, so I just clicked on minimum payment and I just paid that. Like, whatever. I'll go back to it later this month if I can. So yeah, that's my entire budget so far. Oh, here's the savings challenge. This is where I'm at. And then I also started this savings challenge over here where I can save like extra 5s, 10s, or 20s. So far I've saved 80 just by doing that. So that's good. So I got the 80 plus the 784, which is 864 just for the envelope challenge, and then the savings goals, which are like my sinking funds. I am at, where is it? Savings goals right here. I'm at 1859.44. So it's not all the way horrible, but it can be much, much better. There's a lot of room for improvement, and I will go over all of that in my video that I film tonight. So yeah, that's it. That's basically all that I needed to do today. These lights, I'm looking at this screen. It's so bright. My eyes are going. My eyes are going to be first to go. So I just have on these blue light glasses because otherwise I'll have a headache by 1 o'clock sharp. All right. Well, I think that's it. I think that's all I had to go over. Oh, you've been thinking about doing that. I think I saw that pop up when I was doing the saying that I was paying some stuff on credit and using the points. Oh, like with my ComEd bill. So yeah, I just had to use also a bunch of points. I have this in my income line on line 8. Oh, you can't see it, my bad. I have this on my income line 8, like credit rewards used. So I put it into my income so that I can filter it back out in my expense. So I think that was for my Sapphire. Yeah. So I paid $606 and then I used the $138 in points just to pay for that. So that's how that flushed out. So I mean, the points are helpful. They do come in handy. It's just I wish that they were more. I wish they counted for more, because it's like a penny per dollar. So it's what, like a 1% return? I'm like, I need to see something more. That's also why I was asking you guys about your experience with Ally and SoFi yesterday. You know, your eyes hurt. I know it's getting up there. Like, I never understood when my mom said, like, behind her eyes hurt. Like, she doesn't have a headache, but it's behind her eyes hurt. Now I completely understand what she was meaning by that, because that happens to me too. I don't think I got any. No. Oops. Okay. And then I was talking to you guys yesterday about what? About gaming on Twitch. So I figured out how to make this stream also stream to Twitch. But I don't know. Do you guys think that I should do that? Do you think that I should stream budget or like hangout type shit on Twitch too? If any of you guys also use Twitch, let me know. Still need to tap into TikTok. I know that is like the goal that we want to make it to, like that anybody wants to make it to, because so much traffic goes through TikTok. But I don't know, I'm just trying to connect everything because I don't have like an actual gaming PC. And that's what you need to stream on TikTok. So I'm really trying. I'm trying to get into my side hustle income bag. You missed that? Oh yeah. So I was talking about, you don't have Twitch. I was talking about how I stream Call of Duty sometimes. Like me and my boyfriend will stream on Twitch, not at the same time, but it's just kind of like, he does it way more than me. I don't remember to do it a lot, but I'm saying I do have a Twitch, and I did figure out how to set this up to also stream to Twitch. But I don't know if Twitch is the place to be putting out budget content, I don't know. I think because so many randoms can come in there, I don't know if I want to do that. I feel comfortable sharing it with you guys on YouTube, no problem, because this is where it all started. This is where it started, okay? What is that? I just have random calculations on the side in Excel, and it's not good. Oh, I didn't show you this. I'm also thinking about dabbling. I know I keep going back and forth. I'm also thinking about dabbling into consolidating all this info even more into an income statement. So I think I want to make a video about different financial statements and what they show and how you can make your own. Like, what does the balance sheet show? What is its purpose? What's the income statement show? What's its purpose? P&L, budget, same thing. And what do they show? Comparison, and just like making your own financial packet, which is basically what I do on a weekly basis at work. So I think I want to put that into it because it really helps seeing it like this. Like, why am I spending $200 on subscriptions? Why? I'm not downloading Rocket Money because it's in my face. So I need to just, figure that out, weed out a lot of this because I need to put it back into debt. Like, I need to. My goal every month, I think I also showed you guys this. My goal every month is for this number to become negative down here on my total direct expense credit lines for each of my credit cards. That means that I have paid back more than I have spent. So like in March, I charged $252 more than I paid because I missed a payment. That's why I had a big payment in April, $761. So this went negative. So I paid back $514 more than I spent, which is what we always want to be. So anytime I see these positive, this I just threw an even 200 at, which I was mad when I looked at it after the fact. Like, damn, I could have did 205. But like anytime I see these numbers positive, that's how I know like I need to get on my shit. Okay, I need to do a little more. Like, this is good. This is good for Chase, the Sapphire, but I had 3 consecutive months of being over. So I basically owe myself, well, July's not over. So at this point, I owe myself $901 in addition to that. So I actually owe myself $1,100 just to break even. Oh, the total's over here. So just to break even on my spending for the past 4 months on my Sapphire, I need to make a payment of $1,100. So we want to see the total be 0 or negative. So my bare minimum break even is $1,100 on my Sapphire. Bare minimum break even on my Amex is $149. So I'm going to start with these smaller ones. I'm going to slow pitch it, back to the basics, debt snowball type of shit. My Quicksilver is doing good. I honestly hadn't looked at the total over here. My Quicksilver is doing good. Okay. I still have a balance over here, so that's why it's not. I still have a balance, $63.92 over here. But yeah, this is doing good. This is doing swell. And these numbers will update. These percentages will be less harsh once I put my actual income in. Right now, it's only feeding off thinking that I made $2,600 for the entire month, when in all actuality, it'll be closer. Oh, not even to that, because it has a carryover. So it'll be a little bit higher than that. So I haven't really spent 77% of my income on just living expenses. It's a little less than that. So I also want to make a goals page or goals tab. Somehow I think I want to put it in also Notion. So that's a video I have coming up. Like once I get it set up, right? Like exactly how I want to see it. Once I get that set up right, I'm going to share it with you guys because I need to track my goals and make sure that I'm staying on track. I need to be whipped into shape, basically. But this summer got me up. I don't know. I loved your video on setting up an Excel budget spreadsheet. Thank you. I love doing stuff like this. I know that the norm is now to have apps and they're like, don't you're running yourself crazy, just download this app. No, I need to see everything just like this. I need it to be in Excel. I use Excel for everything. Like literally everything. I was telling you guys yesterday how that doctor refuses to use a spreadsheet. She uses Word and makes columns and boxes, and it drives me insane. So I just don't understand why like more people don't love Excel. I don't know. It's scary at first, but it only does what you tell it to do. That's it. So, I plan to show you guys my other, like how to set up other spreadsheets too, like these, but it's a lot of the same formulas, like over and over. I feel like once you know the basics, you can copy and paste it and apply it to different things and make it your own. Because like once you know like the functions for your basic formulas, the rest is just making it look cute, or you don't have to, or it can just look like this. So yeah, I'm always happy to share Excel content. I know those don't get as many views, but for the people who do like it, watch it, and appreciate it, that's all I need. That's all I need. So just because Erica said that she loved it, that was worth the time enough for me. And everybody else everybody left me sweet comments about that, not just her. And also, did y'all notice, side note, how this year it's usually only twice per year where you have an extra paycheck, like once in the first 6 months and once in the last 6 months of the year. This year it happened 3 times. Like it's happening in July, it happened in May, and it's happening again in October. Was anybody else weirded out by that? Because I don't know where that came from. Hey, Celicia, just finished your Excel budget. You're so relieved. Yes. Once you have it set up, it's like, okay, you feel a lot better. Use Excel for everything at work. You budget on paper, but want to use Excel. Try it. And even if you just have to like put it down on paper because you need to have like the physical writing like that, that's fine. But I would recommend putting it in Excel just so you have an archive. Because when I was budgeting by paper, I remember I spilled something on one of my pages from like a couple months prior to that, and the page was ruined. And I'm like, oh, like I don't have an archive or a digital footprint on it. So, and that's how I started my whole channel, like taking what I was doing at work and just using it in my personal life. So just transfer it over. Get all you can out of these jobs. If these jobs are teaching how to use Excel and how to budget or anything, take that and use it so that you don't forget how to use it. Put it on your resume and be like, okay, thanks, bye. I'm going to another job where they'll pay me $30K more. Just leverage yourself. So yeah, she drives me absolutely insane that she doesn't use Excel. That type of content won't ever get stale. The only problem may be having different Excel versions. That's true. That's true. You got to make sure everything is updated. That is also a reason why I like to use Microsoft 365. Google Sheets is okay too, but I think Microsoft gives you more space, if I'm not mistaken. And this version, since it's Microsoft 365, Microsoft makes Excel. So it's not like it's Microsoft copying off another and trying to make it an off-brand Excel. Like, it's actually Excel that you don't have to pay for. I feel like Google Sheets is Excel adjacent, but there are some different functions, some different ways to do things in Google Sheets. That's just like, wait, that's not how you do it in Excel. I mean, it may get you the same result, but it's like a little bit of a learning curve. So 365 is free. You don't need a license for it. But yeah, it won't get stale to me because I still have to look up stuff. I still have to Google certain functions. If it's not like clicking for me, I'm like, okay, this is what I want to do. Like for this spreadsheet right here, when I had to do the weeks remaining, remember I had to put that on the screen. I had to Google that. I'm like, okay, this is what I wanted to do. Now tell me what the function is. And there is a website where you can put in text and it'll spit out the function. Or you can do it vice versa, where you put in this function and it'll spit out the text. Like, what does this mean in layman's terms? Because yeah, it says equal max open parentheses 0, 52 minus. Like, what does that really mean? So there are websites out there that'll help you with your functions also. But yeah, it won't get stale to me. Just please. That's why I'm like, y'all could never make me hate Excel. But yeah, I think that's all I had to update. Make sure all my totals carried over. So yeah, we're gonna get into some more aggressive credit card tackling after this summer is over, because I can't go into the holiday season with the stress of everything, like closing year end at work, holiday, like actual decorations and functions and gift purchases, paying regular bills and a credit card. Like, I don't want to have that. I know I'm not going to get to 0% credit card debt, but God damn it, it's got to be something better than this. Like I said, I'm not using it for much. I'm not going crazy with the credit card. It's like the Sapphire is strictly for bills. Walmart card is strictly for Walmart groceries if I need it, which I went 3 months without even using it. The Amex is just for gas purchases mostly. Platinum is like business expenses that I have to pay from my personal income because I don't have business income in order to pay that. And then the Quicksilver was what I used when I was purchasing furniture and things for the house. I didn't want to use my debit card because, the banks were looking at it. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll pay that off because I still have the cash, but I'll just pay off my credit card. And then I never did because expenses from when you're moving into a house or an apartment or anything, things come up. So even though I had what was it at the time, $5,000, I had to use that $5,000 for other things, and now it's up to $6,392, and a lot of that is interest. Not even year to date, from March to June. So for 4 months, the interest was $681. Like, there's no reason why I should be paying that. And it's going down because I have been making payments, but it's still, I can be doing stuff with that. I'll have to look up that free 365. Yeah, it's called Microsoft 365. Let me see if I can grab the link for you. Mm-hmm. Oh, see, it's logging in as me. Just Google Microsoft 365 and it'll take you to a login page. Do the login, and then I always do sign up with Google just so I don't have to like make a password. And if I forget the password, I can just use my Google or sign up with Facebook, whatever. And then it'll open up and you'll have, I can show you. They have all these for free: Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, OneDrive, Teams, and OneNote. And they give you 1 terabyte of space for free, which I think, how many gigs does Google give you? Like, not that much. But 1 terabyte is 1,000 gigs. Yeah, because 2 terabytes is 2,000. Yeah, so 1 terabyte is 1,000 gigs, and Google doesn't give you that much. So if you ever need to create like a quick presentation with PowerPoint and you don't want to buy the license, use this. And that's it. My mom was using it at one time. I have one in here where I was using it in December of 2018. And then I stopped and I started using Google Sheets, and then I went back to it. So, yeah, it keeps everything here. It's pretty slick, as my boss would say. It's a pretty slick system. I like it a lot. Okay, let me do one last check of my emails before I tell my job to suck it. Actually, also, I haven't changed my timesheet in a minute. 2 hours and 19 minutes I haven't changed. Whoopsies. See, look. Don't come at me like that. He's always trying to tell me what I did wrong. Then I told him like, "Oh, you forgot a 0." Because remember that that overtime I was trying to balance yesterday? Yeah, he tried to come back and say that mine was wrong. I'm like, little do you know, I worked through it on live 4 times, and you're actually missing a 0. It should be 10,000. He was like, "Good catch. You are correct. Always need a second set of eyes." That's how you apologize, I guess. I don't know. I'll take it. Also, what's for lunch? Because it's 1:16 and I have not eaten. I got some fruit snacks. I got fruit snacks and coffee. Thanks. I also got to share with y'all this new coffee recipe that I have. I need to do my nails, so I'm gonna do that with you guys. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of. I don't want to start a second channel, but there's just gonna be some times where it's like non-budget related stuff. I was thinking of, instead of Mama's Got a Budget, I can do Mama's Gotta and then insert what it is. So, like for the lifestyle content, I'm like, Mama's Got a Life. Mama's Got a Lifestyle. Mama's Got a... I don't know, like things like that. I'm just spitballing. But my point is, I don't want to start a second channel. So I think for a while there will be non-budget content on here, which doesn't seem to really matter, because when I was posting those budget videos, like even those 5 that I just posted here recently, I was losing subscribers every time I uploaded. Like, it's in the name, Mama's Got a Budget. I put out a budget video and then you unsubscribe. I'm like, okay. So it really doesn't matter what I post. It seems like that people are just going to do what they do. Anyways, which is fine, but I want to do more of like, I hate to use the word relatable, but like more relative. relatable content and not only show my face when I'm showing you my same budget spreadsheet. And I know that it can get repetitive, um, tiring to watch. So I want to just switch it up a little bit. But yeah, Erica, you're welcome. Let me know how you like Office 365. If it's a little better. And I also like it because it has like a whole separate thing. So like before I was doing my budget, like in between, I was like using Excel because I would have it open at work anyway. There was times where I was in the office and I just turned off my computer at the end of the day and I forgot to sign out of my budget. So like my budget was like on the screen the next day when I came in, back when we were going to the office every day. And I'm like, oh shit. Like somebody could have saw this, or IT, or like somebody, it could like be auto saving in the background or anything. I don't know. So I like it that it's separate from everything. Like I have a whole separate login. It doesn't mix with my work stuff at all. So yeah, let me know how you like it, because there's a lot of times where I forgot to close it out and I'm just like, facepalm. Facepalm for sure. This was already entered and paid on 7-Eleven. Did you change the name? The payee line changed, girl, is what I'm saying. Like this girl she doesn't read the room. She doesn't pick up what I'm putting down. It's very exhausting. She's my assistant. And how long has she been there? 2 years? 2 years. And still being like, what? I'm like, girl, pick it up. Pick it up. Oh, she's in the books. I can't even see. I'm just gonna ask her like she does me. All right, there's a signature stamp that I needed. Sent it to my assistant. She's in the office. The other assistant, we have 3 assistants and they're like assigned different groups. So, and they have to go into the office every day. That's part of where the drama is coming from. But it's been like that for like 3 years. They have to come in every day, but we get the flexibility of whether we want to come in or not. But everyone needs to come in on Wednesday. Okay, cool. So they're there every day, so I can just send stuff over to them and be like, hey, go on my desk, get this stamp, or look on my desk and read me this phone number. Or like I just told her to stamp this with this signature stamp and send it back to me. So, but now they're all in an uproar. Well, how do I know that when they ask me to do something that they're not just laying in bed or taking it? Girl, don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Do what you been doing. Oh, where is Jamie? Hey, bitch. Sure. Attached. I just did something. I'm not changing the names of these files either. Correct. Excuse me. So yeah, that's it, guys. That's what I got coming down the pipeline. Just different contents and more consistent and more transparency. Not even more transparency, just like not being afraid to be transparent. Because when I wasn't afraid to be transparent, I was still in my mom's house. That's fine. But now I'm more apprehensive because I'm out on my own. I'm like, am I really doing this right? Like, I know we're all just trying to figure out life and we're doing the best that we can. And if no one told you recently, you're doing the best that you can and you're doing amazing. But sometimes I just wonder, like, if I'm doing the best I can and I put it out there and I get, like, not so good feedback on it, will that prevent me from doing it? So then I don't do it. So then by not doing it, it's still preventing me from doing it. So I'm still falling, like, crazy. I'm crazy. I'm just Geminiing. I'm sorry. I just be Geminiing. But you're done. Close on you. Hang up on you. Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to go. I'm going to take Atlas outside. Find me a snackaroo because I'm actually just hopped up on caffeine right now. I don't think that there's any more. I'll be filming the video tonight. I'm going to try to look for a new background. I do like this background, though. I'm going to try to look for a new background. Try to change it up every time. Every time I go live, every time I post a video. I'm going to get my money's worth from this damn green screen is what I'm saying. So, I'm going to do that. And then, yeah, look out for that video. Probably Saturday, because I know videos do pretty well on Saturday mid-mornings. So look for it then. Okay. Thanks for hanging out with me again, guys, for my second day of the work from home lives. I don't know how often I'm going to do this, but I think twice a week to start is pretty good. I don't want to bore you guys too much. That's a nice background. Thank you. I didn't make it. It's AI generated, but I was just like typing in random props, and this is the one that I like the most. But I gotta get away from the neutrals because I keep on typing neutral decor, greenery, and this is what I get. So, oh, my glasses are reflecting. I'm sorry. That's kind of annoying. So yeah, I'm gonna switch it up some more. So. Thanks for hanging with me. Thanks for being my guinea pigs today and yesterday. And good luck with you guys' spreadsheets. Still let me know if you guys have any questions on what to do with them. I'm open. Oh, also with the Discord, don't forget, join the Discord. I'm going to be posting more in there. There is a channel just for budget spreadsheet questions. So go to my last video or video before last. It's in the description, the Discord link. And if you have any, if you need any help with your budget spreadsheets, post it there, you know, what you need help with, and I'll hop in there and help you guys out. Okay, see everybody later. Bye.